So as Matt said, my name's Paul Lewin. I'm a criminal lawyer here in Toronto, and I'm the Ontario Regional Director for Normal Canada. Normal Canada, if you haven't heard of us, we're trying to end cannabis prohibition and replace it with fair, just laws. I'd like to talk about three things today. I'd like to first tell you about the bad laws that we have. Then I'd like to tell you about how close change is. And then finally, I want to try and convince you to get behind Normal Canada and help us end this bad law. So, first, is it true that we have bad laws? Well, you know, I'd go so far as to say they're not just bad, we've got evil laws. And I'll tell you a little bit about them. Did you know that you get more jail time for growing cannabis than you do for sexually assaulting a child? That's not just bad, that's evil. Did you know that if you're a single parent raising a child and you like to enjoy cannabis once in a while, the government will come along and take away your child and tell you you're an unfit parent? How offensive is that? That's bad. Did you know that if you're growing marijuana in your house, they don't just put you in jail anymore, now they take away your house. So you don't have anywhere to live, I guess, when you get out of jail. That's a bad law. That's an evil law. Did you know that it's just passing a joint to someone is trafficking? Did you know that if you got 6 plants and you're growing for your grandmother who's got pains, but her doctor won't sign the medical papers, she likes a little bit of cannabis in her tea in the afternoon, it takes away the pain, and you want to help your grandmother out, if you're caught doing that, automatic 6 months in jail. And you might be thinking, well, you know, maybe if I tell the judge about what a good person I am and how I'm only trying to help my grandmother, doesn't matter. The law says 6 months in jail, no choice. Did you know, and a lot of you might know this, that the Conservatives now are trying to take away personal growing for medical users. So that means that if you consume a lot, if you have a very serious health condition, and you need to go through a lot in a day, you can't grow it yourself. You have to pay some company thousands of dollars a month. So, of course, if you got a serious health condition and you're home all the time, you're probably on public assistance and you don't have that money. So what's going to happen? I guess all these medical users are going to become Oxycontin addicts. I guess that's the government's plan. That's a bad law too. That's an evil law. So you might be thinking, well, shoot, things look pretty bad. But there's hope. There's hope. It's so close, I can smell it. I feel like I could just reach out and touch it. It's so close. And why do I say that? Well, I look across the border at Colorado and Washington. I feel like I've got to salute our brothers and sisters in Colorado and Washington and say, wow, what great work you've done. If you've done it there, why can't we do it here? Did you know, and you might not have heard this, but as of January 1st, 2014, Uruguay became the first country in the world to legalize cannabis. This small country down in South America that we never talk about has become a trailblazer, leading the world in cannabis law reform. So that gives me hope too. And then I look at Canada and I see that one of the 3 major parties, the leader of the Liberals, Justin Trudeau, has said that he's going to legalize cannabis if he becomes leader. And that gives me hope. And I'll tell you, Normal Canada is nonpartisan. So I say this on behalf of myself, not on behalf of Normal, but I'll tell you, I'll be voting for Justin in 2015. So there is hope out there. So things are bad, but things could be good. You could say it's a time in which, well, great things are very close. So I guess I want to say, please get behind Normal Canada. We're out there, we're lobbying politicians, we're trying to educate professionals so they know the latest research that this is a mild substance. It doesn't do harm. It helps people get to sleep at night, gives them an appetite, takes away the pain. It does a million good things. It's a good thing. It's not a bad thing. We want them to know about the research that says that prohibition is a bad thing. That's the dangerous problem. That's our big problem, is prohibition. So we're out there, we're educating, we're creating a legal repository of free legal information for people to better arm themselves in the fight. And I also want to tell you that May 23 to 25, we're going to be holding a national conference at the CHAMPS event down at the Metro Convention Center. And we're going to be dealing with a lot of issues. And this isn't going to be a history lesson. We're looking to the future. Future tactics, future laws. And I can tell you, when it comes to future laws, when this law finally does go down, we're not going to throw anybody under the bus. We're going to have fair and just laws. So this is what we're doing. And what do we want from you? Well, you could be a volunteer. And it's never been a better time to be an activist. Never been more important. So let us know if you have that in your blood. If you got a little bit extra money, donate a little bit. We scrutinize the money we receive, how we spend that money. But you know, the last thing you could do, and it's so easy, is just become a member. When we talk to politicians, they just want to get reelected. They don't really care about the issues. They just want to be reelected. So when we talk to them and tell them that we speak for a lot of people, they listen to us more carefully. So join up. We only ask for your name and your email. We protect your information. Nobody sees our membership list. There's no fee to join. So our tent is over there, Normal Canada. I think it's the middle tent. Normal.ca is the website. You know, I'd almost say that if you're a cannabis person, it's your civic duty to join Normal Canada. Man.
Yeah.
So thank you very much. Normal.ca. Thank you.